What is up? Oh man, I'm gonna make this video and then I'm also gonna do a short because I'm so I don't know how y'all do it, honestly. As like a trader, anyone who's been watching my journey for the last whoever who knows year has known that I'm in the process of trying to evolve from a scalper, someone who just takes 10 points, 15 points, calls it a day, to someone who can hold their trades in profit, trail, whatever, etc. And I'm just trying so hard, and I failed again today. So let me go over the trades I had, the two setups that I had today. Go over why I liked them, why I didn't like them, and yeah. So here is today's trades. So you can see here, brand new Top Step combines. I just bought 5. I don't know what I was thinking. Probably should have just bought one. Somewhere 11 o'clock me was just like, yeah, just get 5. You might as well. So what happened? New York opened. We had two big candles down. I was like, dang, it's a little choppy. Um, what was I looking at? I was like just waiting around here. I was like, all right, yeah, if I'm trading today, I need some sort of indication that we can get out of this range. Because this kind of barcode action is a killer. Then came the 7 o'clock news candle. Boom, we shot up, and I was like, okay, that's interesting. I typically don't take trades off of news candles, or I would have taken this 1 minute inversion right here. Um, I think yeah, ES had taken liquidity at that point, so I was like, okay, maybe we were good. Didn't waited, and then comes this, right? We take the pre-market highs right around here. There was like a double top previously, sweeped it, came down. And I was like, okay, maybe I'm looking for shorts. Now we're at VWAP, and I'm like, okay, VWAP has been holding up a lot these past few days. Let's see what happens off of VWAP. Price starts to reject, and I'm like, sheesh. What was I looking at? ES. If I go to ES right now, I think they call it an SMT. I think so. ES had an SMT right here where we made lower lows on ES, sweeping the liquidity from the data lows, and NQ did not. But since we did it on ES, I was like, okay, we're also bouncing off of VWAP. I don't know why the VWAP's different on here. Oh no, this is right. I don't know why it moves around. You see? And so it came up, inverse this 2 minute fair value gap, and I was like, sheesh, this is the setup right here. We have a bullish SMTs right here. ES swept liquidity. We just inverse this gap, candle closure. I took a long right here, and I was just sitting here, and I was just like, oh my god. I was like, I didn't even give it a chance to breathe. I think, yeah, entered here at 41, and the next candle as it came up to 49, I clicked out. The next candle comes swoops down, and I'm like, oh, thank goodness I got out. But I mean, my stop loss was here 30 points down. It would have been chilling. It would have been fine, right? Overall target, I had a level at, I think it was like 23, 509. Yep, 23, 509, which is exactly where I set my take profit. As it started coming up, I was like, oh man, I think like it has it in it. So I took a long, and then it just started like moving back and forth between this like 7 point range, like this little 7 points right here, and I was just like, oh man, I got scared. I got out. And the second I get out right here at 54, it just moves up to 71. And now I'm like, oh my goodness gracious, I missed the move. Boom, big ass red candle, big wick up, another red candle. And as it starts, I probably could have re entered a third time right here at 452. But I didn't. I was too scared. I was waiting. I saw this and I was like, I'm just gonna go take a shower. I come back from the shower and I'm like, oh my goodness gracious. The shower indicator, I knew it. The joke is every time I take a shower, boom, just flies to the take profit. Whatever, right? Now I'm like a little tilted. I could feel it in my bones and I see this 1 minute inversion right here and I'm like, fuck, dude, do I just my risk is way tighter if I just went in. Like, I could have done a few fucking micros and I just would have had to sit through, like, what is this? Like, uh, 20 minutes of chop. And it would have just come tumbling down once again to the take profit. If you guys were in my Discord, you would see I was looking for a breakout at 23. Oh, that's what I forgot to fucking mention. There was a break. I was looking to break out of 23,440, so I wanted to break and hold. And here we got a break and hold. Ah! And so my next step was I was like, if we get a failure, if we sweep liquidity and we cannot, you know, keep pushing, I'm looking for a retest to continue higher. And so right here we swept liquidity at 509 and started, and I was like, oh, here's the setup, here's the setup. I don't take it. I'm chilling in bed like, man, look at it chop. Thank goodness I'm not in that trade. And then like in the course of 14 minutes, it comes right down to take profit. And I'm sitting here like a freaking idiot. Just like, dude, what is wrong with me? Like, sometimes I just want to scream, dude. I just want to scream because I could have had a one and done here. This would have, done my pretty much 50% on the day. And then this one, I don't even, like, this would have been like a one micro play to get the 1500. And then I was just like, I was so annoyed. I, ended up seeing this. We broke back down below the level, and I was like, I'm gonna take a friggin' scalp. I think I need it for the mental right now. So I took it, instantly came down, what is it, 10 points? And I was like, there's no consolation for how shitty I've traded, because honestly, I feel like I've been a mess, dude. Part of me wants to just be like, fuck it, let's just micro scrap the rest of my life on prop firms, and the other part of me is like, if I could hold a fucking banger of a trade, I could stop stressing, sit in profit, sipping my caffeine in the morning, chilling, instead of, going for these fucking 5-10 point trades and then blowing my account holding a fucking 50-point loser. But I digress. I don't know. And then, once we got to 9 o'clock here, I was like, man, that sucks. We broke out again right here and came back below. I wanted to short this as well off of this inversion, and I was like, maybe I should stop. And then I saw this inversion, and I was like, maybe we continue lower down to retest 23,360. And would you fucking look at that? We just inversed that shit and just went straight down, and I was like, it's crazy because I have the right idea like 90% of the time, and then I execute like a pussy and end up taking like losers because I then go back in and then I get fucking chopped up. And it's like, if I just held the original trade to full take profit, I would save myself so much stress. Oh. I think honestly, low-key valid crash out. I'm more disappointed in myself than anything, if I'm being honest. It's just, yeah, I'm up 400 on the day. I'm not mad, right? Don't get me wrong. I'm not mad that I'm up on the day. I'm just crashing out because it's just like, I don't know why I can't hold when I'm green. Like when I'm in red, I could hold that shit for days, dude. If I had a 50K cash account and I was sitting in 20K drawdown, I'd still be holding that shit. Like, I know that shit's gonna reverse. But when I'm fucking like $10 in profit, I'm like, oh, I gotta cut this shit. I gotta cut this shit. I gotta cut this shit. It's like, I don't know. I need to figure out how to get this confidence. And I've been trading micros. I've been having smaller accounts holding. I did well in my forward testing session. I held that shit. And then I cut it the second it started going in my direction. And I was like, I don't know. Why am I so scared? And I know this for a fact too, right? Like, I have had so many times where I cut my trade short. Say I cut at 10 points. I see it run 50, and then I'm like, all right, let me just get 10 more points. I enter, and it goes immediately in the opposite direction, and then I blow that account because I didn't just hold my full take profit. So it's like, I need to just like sit on my hands or some shit, or like get some fucking, what do you call those? The things that police use? Handcuffs? Like enter a trade and just have someone fucking lock my hands behind my back once I've set up TP and stop loss or something. But yeah, that's my trade recap. That's my full crash out. I think one of these days it's gonna fucking hit me like, hey, motherfucker, you can just sit in the trade. There's no shame in just sitting in the trade. So yeah, I'll keep trying to work on that. I'll keep making videos. I'll keep trading, etc., etc. Probably just gonna go 5 micros, 5 or 6 micros from here, drawdown, so it's less extreme. I can come back from a $300 loser. It's harder to come back from like a $600 or $800 loser, right? Especially if I'm going for these crazy ass TPs. Um, but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys traded well. Hope you guys are green today. If you guys want to support the channel, I have affiliate links down below. If you want to trade with your favorite prop firms that are affiliated with me, I appreciate y'all very much. Thank y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.